Dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, episode 106. Chris, are you there?
I'm here.
Is
How you
this
doing?
thing on? Can I see you? I can't see you. Why can't I see you right now?
Hello.
Oh, now I can see you. There he is. Okay, we're back.
Oh my God. We are
Technical
live.
difficulties. Sorry. This was better than having no episode at all, folks. So we are a remote recording, which we absolutely hate.
We do.
But life happened.
Yeah, all sorts of stuff.
We won't go into details, but medical shit came up.
Yes, it did.
Everybody is good.
Yep.
Family's good. So, but we are recording remotely, and this may or may not make it out Tuesday the 25th. So it might be Wednesday the 26th.
Maybe. We'll see. There's a lot going on. So I'll try to make my magic happen. I mean, you do your magic, I'll do my magic.
We just got to do a clean edit here, so you don't have to edit. How about that? Don't make any mistakes.
That's right.
Don't use any foul language.
Oh my God! Really?
No poor caddying.
No F bombs.
No F bombs. I'll keep it clean. I'm actually drinking water right now. Can you believe that?
I know. Well, after last weekend, I've been kind of detoxing myself. So
exactly why. Woo! How about that weekend, huh?
Holy moly! It was like just an adventure of everything, man. I couldn't keep up. Let's just say that. I tried, but I think I did pretty well. But I think I failed.
No, you didn't fail. You did great. Your Dodge made it up the hill first of all into Tahoe.
Oh,
with the camper on the back.
That was sketch because we can kind of do a little backstory on that because as all of our listeners know, the weekend before last we were all down at clinic doing our
good old safety clinic
down in Hollister, and Jason and I are, as usual, the last to leave Area 5 on Sunday around noontime. And get out onto the freeway, and I was bopping along, no problems whatsoever. Jason peeled off in San Jose to go home, and I had about another 45 minutes traveling to get to my place in Livermore, and climbed the Sunol grade, no problem. Came down into Sunol, and I'm hauling heavy. I've got the camper, the Jeep on the trailer, the whole shebang, and pull off onto 84 to make that crossover into Livermore by Ruby Hill, and that hill, that final hill you have to climb before you get to Ruby is called Pigeon Pass. And
do you know why they call it Pigeon Pass?
I don't. Maybe I'll need to research that, but I just know that that's what it's called. So
yeah, because I didn't know that until you mentioned that last week.
Yeah, well, I might have something to do with some sort of pigeon, but I don't know.
You think?
Anyway, I lost power. I had a major power loss in the truck, and I couldn't barely made it up the hill. I was getting very frustrated. So.
It's hard for me not to make a joke right now.
I know, but it was scary because there was a super slow motorhome, and there's a passing lane in that part of the road, and there was a big slow motorhome in front of me, so I pulled out to the left lane to pass it, and yeah, that wasn't going to happen.
No, and then you had to slide back in.
Had to slide back in and limp up the hill, and then I made it home, but I was just like, what in the hell just happened? And I think I talked to Justin Hall. I called you, and then I talked to Justin Hall later the next day.
Well, I told you the problem was because it was a Dodge.
Right.
Call Justin Hall.
That's your default answer. So, but I think it went into regen. My truck doesn't tell me when it's going into regen, but I think it was a combination of going into regen, and then I'm going to post a picture up of the fuel. I changed the fuel filter when I started feeling better later in the week, and that was not a pretty filter.
Pretty dirty.
Yeah, I think it was. I think the last time it was serviced, when they said they changed the filter, I don't think they changed the filter.
Yeah.
So they ripped me off. But that's the price you pay.
That's why you do your own maintenance.
That's right. I think it's, changing the fuel filter in that Ram is not exactly a fun thing to do.
No.
So, but, just to make sure, peace of mind for me, I think I'm going to do it myself from now on. But anyway, that's the backstory to getting up to Truckee or the Lake Tahoe area for Jason's birthday.
Yeah, 49th freaking birthday. So, it started on a Wednesday night for me, and then smooth sailing up there. Got up there in good time, and then Thursday morning woke up to snow.
Perfect.
Snowing
in May. It's not
at
uncommon.
Lake Tahoe, which isn't too uncommon.
Been there, done
But-
that. Yep.
Woke up Friday morning to snow, and it pretty much snowed all day at lake level.
Yeah.
And then Saturday morning, it was white Christmas again. It was snowing again, and then it cleared out.
Yeah.
Afternoon, but and then Sunday was nice, and we could actually see the lake and stuff. So
Yeah, no, it was a mixed bag of weather for sure.
yeah. So you rolled in Friday night. So I got to play. For those of you that are into golf, I got to play Edgewood, which is a pretty spectacular golf course.
Oh,
And
yeah. That place does
early
not
season.
suck. Yeah.
Early season up there, coming out of winter, but that course was still in really good shape.
It's down
Greens were rolling.
State Line, Nevada, on the Nevada side.
State line, Nevada, right by Dart Liquors.
Yep.
And the old
right.
the Horizon, which is now Hard Rock.
Hard Rock, right.
Yeah. And so anyways, it was cold. I think when we teed off, it was 34 degrees. They had a frost delay, which was really a snow delay. But we were the first ones off. Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm a fair weather golfer, so I wouldn't have been out there.
Well, those that that play golf, it's there's a lot of movement going on in a golf swing, and when you're bundled up like the kid on Christmas Story, and it's kind of hard to make a full turn, and it's cumbersome, but first world problems there. I was playing golf on a Thursday morning in Tahoe, so I'm not complaining.
Golf courses in the country, if not the world.
Yeah. And it was kind of nice going there as a non golf course superintendent. So I just paid the fees. I was a patron. I didn't have to feel obligated or anything, or like, oh, you're in the industry and this, that. No,
right.
I just go out there and play, and it was great. And then, so we were finishing up on 17 and 18, 17 to ride along the lake, par 3. That's that famous one. So, when they have the celebrity golf championship, they always got like the basketball hoop set up there.
Right.
And all the people are in the boats up on the beach partying. I mean, huge party hole, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that wind was blowing there, probably about 25, 30 miles an hour, and cold with snow coming down. So it's cold. I ended up making a bogey on that hole.
Did you have orange balls or yellow balls?
No. It wasn't snowing that hard where you couldn't see the ball.
You had blue balls.
No, white balls. No white balls. No blue balls. And here we go. We're off to a rip-roaring start. So finished 18, and then it started snowing. But we were in having lunch by that time, so that was good. And then
awesome.
You came up Friday.
I drove up Friday in a snowstorm. Yeah, I mean, when I was summiting at Donner, it was absolute whiteout conditions. It wasn't sticking to the freeway, but boy, it was. And then people were panicking and slamming on their brakes. And I'm like, what are you doing, people? Just keep on moving. And but yeah, I mean, I arrived there probably about 4:00, and you got me all situated in my parking space, and
you had a nice view of the lake there.
Yeah, when you could see it through the fog and snow.
You had electricity?
I had electricity. I had a heater. Yeah, your mother, your aunt was super concerned about me freezing to death in my camper. She's like, "You can come stay at our place." I'm like, "No, I've slept in colder weather in the camper."
Oh yeah,
I'm golden.
No, the camper #Lance life, man. It's no problem.
Furnace kicked on a few times during the night, kept me nice and toasty warm. But yeah, so I got there on Friday and went to a great dinner over at Schaefer's Mill.
Schaefer's Mill.
What's that restaurant called? Sawyer.
Yeah, the Sawyer.
Yeah,
Tom Sawyer.
Great place, beautiful surroundings. Tom Sawyer. But they had.
Is that your favorite band?
Rush. Yeah, love Rush. Today's Tom Sawyer. Yeah. But they had. I tell you, their menu was cool because it had like this great list of comfort food on it.
Oh, what did you? Oh, you got chicken fried chicken.
That's right. I haven't had chicken for Chili's way back in the day used to have chicken fried chicken on their menu.
Right.
Big thick gravy on it and mashed potatoes, and I love going to Chili's every once in a while and getting that chicken fried chicken. Then it went away, and I haven't seen it on the menu in a long time.
Yeah, that food's not as good at I've eaten there like a couple times in the last few years. I wasn't impressed anymore.
No, it's nowhere near like it was back in the day.
No.
But But yeah, I had to go there. The fried chicken, and that was a great call. And I think the other half of the table all went with the stroganoff, which looked like
it was short rib stroganoff.
Ooh.
There was like 8 of us or whatever that ordered that, and it was freaking delicious.
Yeah, it looked good.
Very happy with my dinner selection. And then they had the band. They had the live band there.
Yeah, you guys crashed that wedding. We crashed the wedding.
Yeah, kind of semi-crashed the wedding. So there was a wedding going on next door.
It was supposed to be outside, but it was snowing.
Yeah, it was snowing. So yeah, it was like, okay, we got to get this party inside. So anyways, we had a great table right there by the bar, and cocktails and the food, and then the cake. The cake was pretty cool. Had a skier on it and a rock buggy.
Yeah, and a golf course.
A green.
Green. Yeah,
they got it all in there.
It was a good cake. Good evening, and a great bottle of wine.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was good. That was Fernwood 2008 Syrah.
It was good. It was a very good bottle. Yummy.
So then we left there, and it was dumping snow over the summit.
Yeah, we had to drive back over the hill to get to Tahoe, down to Kimber's house there, and
the lake.
Man, it was pouring down snow.
Pouring down the snow. That was called a blizzard, Chris.
It was a blizzard. Yeah, it was crazy.
It was whiteout conditions. Highway was white. Everything was white. It was crazy. We were in a Chevy, so we were very sketchy about getting back. I was a little concerned. I'm not gonna lie, I was concerned, but we made it, and then got back. And who was waiting for us at the house?
Oh, Amber and Jason.
Amber and Jason, the gal with the samurai.
That's right. The Ultra 4 Racing Samurai.
Yeah, so they joined us for a little nightcap, and brought a nice bottle of Frey Ranch bourbon. I love that bourbon, man.
Yeah.
Every time I go into Reno, I'm picking up some of that, and the rye, the Frey Ranch rye.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we killed half that bottle, and got into a bottle that you brought for my birthday present.
Yeah.
So
good.
Tell us about that little ditty right there. That was a nice surprise.
Well, yeah, because it's hard to buy for you, because you've had just about everything, and I went on a mission to find something. Well, I know you've had a lot of it, but
I haven't had Fireball.
Well, that wasn't going to happen. I would have been banned from the house. So
Rumplemints.
I went on a mission to make sure I found something that you'd never had before, and I think I accomplished that goal. Went to a couple different liquor stores, but ended up at my local store here with Raj's here just down the street from my house, and he had just received one of 2 bottles in the entire state of California. The other bottle was delivered to a liquor store in the Monterey area, I was told.
Wow.
But this was a Buffalo Trace experimental bourbon, and it was a split, so it was a small bottle. And
375 mil.
375 mil. And it, like I said, one of 2 bottles in the entire state. And I think there were only 3 barrels, according to the label. I don't have the label in front of me, but 3 barrels of this stuff were mixed up. And
I put it in the safe. I have to get it out now.
It was quite the treat, and I think I blew your mind. It was pretty good.
That was amazing. That was something I never knew of or heard of. So nice job. I get a little golf clap on that one.
I'm gonna take it.
Take it. Yeah, that was good. So we sampled that, and then I don't know. What time did we get to bed? It was late. It was like 1-ish.
Oh, I think I pulled the ripcord way before that.
Yeah, you did.
I think I'm 12:30 or 12:15.
Yeah,
I was up late.
You were
way
definitely
later
past midnight.
Yeah,
you were definitely past midnight.
And then,
which was good.
It was
for you.
That's really good.
It was a long day, because your day started at 3:30 or whatever.
4 a.m.
in the morning.
Yeah, it was a long day, no doubt. So I rallied and made it through, and then when I bundled up and curled up in my nice warm bed, I was a happy camper. And it was good. So,
see. And then Saturday.
It was a great day. And
that was woke up to snow.
That's right. I was out wandering around outside taking pictures of the snow on my truck, snow on the plants, snow on the everything. So
It was all white.
And I was afraid to go into the house because I didn't want to get eaten by the dogs. So.
Oh, right. She's got some South African baubles, and the male is 205 pounds.
He's huge.
Huge.
Easily the biggest dog I've ever seen. He sat on my foot and I couldn't move.
So they're a Mastiff. They're in the Mastiff family. And big, gentle giant.
Yeah.
So anyways, so you would text me, you're like, is it safe? I'm like, yeah, come on in.
I didn't want
Coffee's on.
Yep. Had coffee. Slow rolled into the day. And
Yeah, then we went out to Grizzly Ranch. That was out in Portola, California.
Yeah.
So
About an
way up there.
drive.
I mean, you're kind of near the Nevada border.
Yep.
But drove past our turnoff for Meadow Lake, Sierra Trek.
That's right.
Area, and through Sierraville.
Keep on heading north.
Yeah, it is just beautiful. I mean, that country out there, it's, flat valley farmland.
Yeah.
With these homes, scattered throughout, some tucked up in the foothills there. And it's freaking awesome, man. Neat part of California. And I think did you ask, are we still in California?
I did. But
Somebody
I
asked in the car.
Were we on the Cartwright Ranch or what was that?
Yeah. Cartwright Ranch, Ponderosa. That was, yeah. That's on the other side of the lake.
That's right.
So anyways, so we got out there and we got a little rain and snow. It was snaining. We call that snaining.
Yeah, it was
snaining on the driving range, and then teeing off. First couple holes were a little wet.
Yes, they were.
Playing golf in the rain is not the funnest thing to do, but especially when it's cold. But
it's better than going to work.
Yeah, right. Well, he did well.
Yeah.
You hit some good shots out there, man.
Not bad for a guy that hadn't picked up a club in over a year.
What'd you shoot? Like a 70 or something on the
or
front nine?
70 on the front nine. Yeah, that sounds about right.
No, you hit some really good shots.
I probably was like 55 on the front nine and I don't know, 600 on the back nine, something like that. I don't know. Not very good, but I had fun.
We had a blast. We and I had this shoulder sharpshooting pain going through my left arm when I'd get the club about halfway back on some of these shots, and I just freaking hit some real doozies there.
I actually outdrove you for the first time ever.
You did. You outdrove me a couple times, I think.
Yay me!
I barely made it past the ladies' tee, so that was good. Because we what do we call those shots? If you don't make it past the ladies' tee on your drive?
I can't remember, but I never saw you whip it out. So
it's D.O., dick out shot. Say yeah, if you can't get it past the ladies' tee.
Right. Yeah. Thank God.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, great round. It actually cleared up and turned out to be a pretty decent day after that. And then made the hour or so long trek back, hour and 10 minutes, hour and 20. And then, wonderful dinner that night that my cousins prepared.
Oh my God. That was over the top. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting that at all. The food was incredible. And it was like, it turned the place into a restaurant. Table service.
That's what we do.
It was incredible. So.
We do that camping, so why does that surprise you there?
I don't know. It was amazing. I mean, the elk, we had elk, the elk.
Oh, no. Start with the appetizer, the wontons.
Oh, the wontons with the...
abalone wontons.
Yeah.
Because my cousin, I just always, he goes, hey, what do you want? I'm like, I always throw out abalone because abalone is freaking wonderful.
And hard to find.
If you can get it, right?
Yep. And
I go, abalone. He goes, well, I can't get abalone. Then what? And I'm like, elk. I want elk. And one of our friends, they own, the family owns Sierra Meats up there in Reno, and they do wild game. They do a lot of buffalo, and they can get elk and venison and stuff like that. So, so we started out with the abalone wontons, and then went into elk sausage that Sierra Meats made. That was awesome. And then for dinner, we had elk meatballs with a couple different sauces, and then elk tenderloin. Elk tenderloin.
Oh my God, so good.
that was just, I don't know. If you haven't had elk before and you love meat, try it. It is excellent cut of meat.
Oh, for sure. Lean, flavorful.
It's so flavorful, so good. And then some people go, "Oh, well, it's wild game and it's gamey." No, it's not gamey at all.
No.
And especially when it's cooked properly. And we cooked that baby in the Traeger, and man, I was real happy with that.
Yeah.
So then we have some pie for dessert. Lots of wine.
Oh yeah, a little bit of bourbon. Actually, I didn't hit
a little bit of bourbon at the end.
Night.
I did pretty good. I think I only had a couple hits of bourbon at the end there, a few fingers.
Yeah.
That was it for me. And then some people took off to the hot tub, and I disappeared. I pulled a Houdini. So that was great.
I know. I was out. I was done by, I think, 11:30 or something on Saturday night, but it was great. Great company and great food, and it was a wonderful time.
Yeah. I was hashtag best birthday ever. I got to see if I can get Friday's round that video on the first tee. I mean, it was a full on blizzard that we were teeing off on.
Oh yeah, no, crazy.
And the guy, it's old Brockway right there in Kings Beach, great 9-hole golf course. That's where that's where the clam bake started, the Crosby clam bake.
Oh, huh.
And the owner there, Lane, he yells out the window and he goes, "Oh, I'm checking the radar." He goes, "You guys are good. Once you get to the second hole, you'll be good." And he was right. From the second hole on, it was fine.
Perfect.
But the first hole, it was full on blizzard, snowstorm.
Good. Well, you'll never forget that birthday. That's good memories.
No, it was freaking awesome. It was great. You made the trek up there, and family made the trek up there, and Tom and Victoria, so my cousins. So that was cool. So
yeah,
that was freaking awesome. I didn't want to leave Sunday.
No, I imagine not. It was
tough to leave Tahoe.
It's always tough. And I mean, when I left at about 10 o'clock on Sunday to head home, it was pretty uneventful, but people are out and about again. There was a lot of traffic when I was heading down the hill. And once I got into Sacramento, and there was a crash and whatever, but it was kind of like, here's reality again. Sorry.
And you said it took you like 4.5 hours to get home?
Yeah. I stopped a couple times to, urinate or whatever. And then, I stopped for fuel down near Lodi, I guess. So, and they got a homeless lady walking up asking me for money and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, it took me a little bit longer to.
Hashtag Chris money. It's just falling out of your pockets. Well, they were like.
She sees me roll up in a big truck with a big camper. And I almost said, "How do you know I'm not homeless? This could be my home."
That's right. This could be my home.
I mean, I'm going to be homeless shortly after I finish filling this tank with $110 worth of fuel.
Exactly. Freaking fuel prices are through the roof.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm not going to go down that road right now.
No, that's depressing stuff. So,
I'll have you.
Oh, go ahead. Now you want to wrap it?
I'll have you know that I got home in 3 hours and 15 minutes from Truckee.
Yeah. Well, I wish it was that quick.
Sailing last night. So that was nice because I was expecting, 4 or 5 hour road trip, but 3 hours and 15 minutes, I was at my doorstep.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You probably broke the speed limit once or twice.
No. I was just going with the flow of traffic. I didn't even look at my speedometer. I know I was good.
It might be broken. It's a Ford after all. So
no, it goes good downhill.
Perfect. Speaking of Fords, I'll do a little quick segue here. I don't know. Our listeners probably been monitoring the interwebs a little bit, but Ford last Wednesday introduced their new F-150 Lightning.
Oh yeah,
the electric truck. So with fuel prices going through the ceiling, it's kind of an intriguing little truck that looks like it's going to be at a decent price point, and it's a more conventional truck design. So it's not like some crazy ass Tesla Cybertruck weirdness that doesn't look like it would fit a conventional camper shell or anything.
Right.
But the specs on this thing look pretty badass. It's like where's the numbers I had?
You got them there. Ford used to make a F-150 Lightning that was a SVT, the Special Vehicle Team. And
right.
Had the juiced up V8 and
isn't it supercharged?
I mean, basically, it was a supercharged truck. That thing, that was back in the 80s too. They did that.
That was only 2-wheel drive, I think, too.
Yeah, only 2-wheel drive. It was the predecessor to the Raptor.
Yeah. So it's crazy. I mean, this new F-150 Lightning, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be compelling, and it's going to kind of set the bar, I think, if they can pull this off at the price point they're talking about. But obviously it's not, big enough or heavy or strong enough to carry one of our campers. But we'll have to see how this translates into the F-250, F-350, F-450 world. But, I guess the point of me bringing this up is that this is the future. This is what's going to happen. And that was annoying. But it's like
the annoying future.
No, I don't know if you all heard that, but my computer just made a big tone. Maybe I'm the only one that heard it. But this thing's going to have 426 horsepower, and with the regular battery, and if you have the extended range battery, the horsepower goes up to 563, and it's comes standard with all-wheel drive, so it's got motors front and rear, and it's going to have 775 pound-feet of torque with either setup. I mean, that's diesel territory right there. So
yeah, it really is.
I mean, if they could figure out a way to make these things go 300, 400, or 500 miles
with the range,
with 20,000 pounds on the hook, then I'm sold. But then, of course, it takes your whole week to recharge your truck so you can drive home. Because last I checked, there weren't any big high-powered charging stations at Meadow Lake.
Right.
But again, everybody's coming out with these things. You got the state of California, the state of Washington, and I think a few other states have passed, executive orders or laws saying that they're going to ban internal combustion engines by whatever date. Some of the states were pretty aggressive, saying in the next 10 years. I think our state said in the next 15 years. And I mean, I don't think that they'll drive into your neighborhood and say, give up your truck, but you won't be able to go to the dealer after that time and be able to buy an F-350 with a turbo diesel engine. I think you're going to be screwed. So, but, like I said, it's a conventional looking truck. So you can put conventional payloads in the bed. You can put a conventional shell cap on it. Or a small pop-up camper. But like I said, when the Tesla Cybertruck was introduced, that thing was so funky looking that it's just, that's all fine and dandy to be bleeding edge and whatnot, but you got to kind of have to, market to the masses, if you will. And if people want to be able to put a payload in their truck that's somewhat standardized, that's kind of the direction you need to go.
Sure.
So anyway, I just wanted to mention that real quick. I don't know what your thoughts on it are.
Well, thanks for the Ford. Well, it's a Ford thing. I love it. Thanks for bringing up a Ford update. This is great. Maybe we'll make this a weekly segment on the podcast here.
Well, I don't know if we're going to go that far, but I think
what's Ford up to? The
rest of the point was that they're targeting for the entry level truck at this was going to be around $40,000.
Yeah, that's
wow.
Damn good.
And with different rebates from different states, I think they mentioned, I was reading an article that said Oregon and I think Ohio and a few other states had some pretty good deals that if you take advantage of all those opportunities, you can get the truck down below $30,000. So,
wow.
So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we'll see if they can deliver on their promise. It's supposed to be available in 2022. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, hopefully no more pandemics or ships clogging up waterways, and we'll be good.
Yeah, just need them chips to make those trucks run. But yeah, good stuff.
We have update from San Felipe, right? Because we didn't get to cover everything. We had a couple unknowns, so just wanted to circle back on that real quick.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead.
So Justin Wicks, who Randy Slauson was the wrong seat. The right seat, wrong seat. Right. Mm-hmm. They finished 8th place, and that was his first 4,400 race.
Wow.
So this is going to be a kid to look out for. He's 18 years old.
Right.
18 years young. That's freaking awesome. So congrats to him. I know he listens to the podcast. So go, Justin. We got to get you on here, man.
For sure.
Get him on the interview list, and then good old Jason Shearer.
Jason Shearer, local boy.
Yeah, local boy here. So, he was doing well and then wasn't, and found out that he blew a dry sump pump belt.
Oh.
Yeah, and then talking with Amber, because, Amber was there. So talking to her last Friday. Amber. Yeah, shots? Shots? Every 5 minutes out of her mouth. Shots? So she was saying that you're racing right next to a dump.
Oh, nice.
I mean, literally freaking dump in Mexico.
Nice.
And And she said there was so many freaking flies out there, because they dumped the fish and guts and whatever, there, and so that's what Shear said is they had like 70 flies on them when they're trying to change this freaking
nasty
belt. You know how annoying it is when you got one or two buzzing around your head, but if you got a shit ton of flies, oh god!
I get a fly in my office and I go total mental and I start slapping. I get a fly swatter and I run around the office trying to kill it.
Yeah. So I guess it's everything's all good there, and the course is great, but unfortunately, it's right next to the dump.
Well, you gotta take the good with the bad, or the bad with the good. I don't know.
Yeah. She thought it was a Dodge parking lot at first, but then she realized it was a dump. So
thank God I drive a Ram. That's all I'm saying.
Dodge dealership.
Wow.
Anyways, that was my update on the old San Felipe there.
Fuck. Killing me, man. Killing me.
Oh my gosh. So, speaking of Mexico, and we've got some new voicemails that.
Oh, we do?
Spotted him in different locations all over the place. I mean, it's really hard to say where he is now. So I don't know if you
might be like
those
one of those.
up?
You know how some of these celebrities have like doubles, so you never know where they really are.
That's true. There
might be multiple Lorenzos now.
Well, there could be, and I wouldn't put it past him because he is a sneaky little bastard. So you got those queued up, ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you play one here? Let's see what we got.
All right. So I don't know. Let's see what we see.
Gentlemen, I don't know anything about where Lorenzo is, and I don't really care about that ass. What I need to know is, where can a man get some Blanton?
That's a great question.
Because of you, I recently had a chance to have a little sip, and now my life is incomplete. I need some Blantons in my life.
So do I.
I don't see it for sale. So, brother, friend, my man, pal, hook a brother up. Where do I get some Blantons? Now, you don't need to go putting this out on the podcast. You've got my number. You've got my ID.
Too late. Sorry there.
Hook a brother up. I'll be looking for it.
Yeah, us too.
Live. I don't see it for sale. So, brother, friend, my man, pal, hook a brother up. Where do I get some Blantons? Now, you don't need to go putting this out on the podcast.
What'd you do? Double it up?
I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe you did. I don't know. I don't know where any Blands is either. I've asked my purveyors and they laugh. It's just, and if you find it, it's going to be expensive.
Well, it's funny. Yeah, you walk into a store, a liquor store, typically that you're like, "Hey, can I help you? You looking for anything?" "Yeah, I'm just looking for Blanton's, Weller." You're going through the, the gamut there, and they just kind of either laugh at you or they point right behind their counter and, "Oh, how much does that go for?" 120.
Yeah, right. That's my turn.
Yeah, I got it. You want it? Supply and demand. So,
it's brutal.
Anyways, well, I'll keep my eyes open. I think I know who that was. So,
all right.
I think he drives a Rover.
Maybe.
That's what it sounded like.
Oh, I got another one queued up.
Before. Okay, here we go. These are good. I love this.
Hey, fellas, this is Christopher Walken.
What?
Like a walk-in freezer, only really much cooler. So I'm down here in Jamaica on the beach, and I saw your ass. Your ass is down here on the beach. It's crazy, really. Nuts how many girls he has flocking to him. He's raising legs. He's kayaking. He's chilling, really. It's nuts. But anyway, I was here and listening to the reggae and trying to get into character for my new role. Nuts, really. Crazy story. Hollywood is nuts these days. You see, what happens is people show up with concepts and they get going, and all of a sudden I have to travel. Wild, I know, but here I am. Anyway, back to your ass. Such a fine ass. I've had drinks. I've had chalupas. Not the shitty sawdust that you have in America, but really nice chalupas. Your ass really knows what to do with a chalupa, if you take my meaning. Anyway, I thought you'd like a tip. Maybe check Jamaica, because your ass is hot down here. He's sweating all over. Gross. Frothy. Grossness. There's kayaks. There's drugs. There's your ass. It's wild. I hope this helps. Because you guys, I mean, you clearly need help. So,
Yeah, we do.
You need help. You know, the help we get.
Wild, I know. But here I am. Anyway, back to your ass. Such a fine ass.
Wow. Why did Christopher Walken call us? That's trippy, dude.
Oh my God. Okay. Whoever did that, you have a great freaking Christopher Walken impersonation. That was classic. Absolutely classic.
But I think he called
my
back.
gosh. He did?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Christopher Walken called us back.
Part two?
Part two.
Oh, I can't wait for
Hey,
this.
fellas, Christopher Walken again. I came across a project, kind of nuts, but I thought it was right up your alley. So I'm going to send you a little ditty about what's happening in L.A. right now. Here you go. In San Felipe, Lorenzo must fight to survive. He had all the juice in Baja, and Ultra 4 won it in. I don't know who these guys are and who this ass is, but I want in there, and I want them dead. Coming this summer, Lorenzo defeats the desert. Lorenzo must fight to survive. He had all the juice in Baja, and Ultra 4 won it in.
I don't know.
Oh my God. Oh, I love it. This thing has just spiraled out of freaking control. The time wasted on a rabbit fur donkey.
Yes,
Look
sir.
at this, Chris. The world has gone mad. The world has gone mad, but this is highly entertaining.
Well, it's the pandemic, man. If this is a pandemic hadn't happened, none of this would be happening right now. I think
You don't
people have
think
lost
so?
their
I think
minds.
so. This is awesome. This is great. This is so good. You got a couple more.
I do. Let's see here. Oh, hold on.
God, this could be a whole separate podcast right here.
Hi, this is Samurai James, and I got a little tip on Lorenzo. I was talking to a couple of Toyota guys the other day, and they said that he was down there in Tijuana doing some donkey shows since Chris cut him off from the Chris Bunny. So,
oh boy.
Anyway, that's the best lead I got. I hope you guys find him. Hope he comes back soon. Get you guys later.
It's not your fault, Chris.
Tijuana doing some donkey shows since Chris cut him off from the Chris Bunny. So, anyway, that's the best lead I got. I hope you guys find him. Hope he comes back soon. Get you guys.
Your workaround is not polished yet.
No, I'm struggling. I'm struggling.
Right.
So
we'll go over. We'll go. So here. Okay. So first of all, Samurai James, what are you doing? Hanging out with Toyota guys.
Right.
Second of all, you're in Mexico.
So many questions. God. Does Lady Samurai know you were down there hanging out with Toyota guys?
I don't know. I'm going to leave it at that. But hey, thanks for the tip. We appreciate it, James.
Just
appreciate
the tip?
The tip.
I think his wife called in.
Oh, Lady Samurai?
Yeah, I think so. Hang on. Let's give me a second here.
We're having some technical difficulties here.
Hey guys, this is Lady Samurai just calling with a tip about Lorenzo. You know, when I was driving home with Jimmy from King of the Hammers, the truck smelled like there was an ass in there. But then again, it could have just been Jimmy. So I don't know, but hopefully this helps, and I hope you find them soon. Bye.
See, now I think that's the best tip we got.
Yeah.
Lady Samurai, thank you. That seems very logical to me.
I agree.
Right? But that is great. Oh my gosh. Lady Samurai coming in strong in the clutch.
Some good hints, that's for sure, no doubt.
That's good. Thank you, Lady Samurai.
That's right. Now, if we could just find, we still need to know where Lorenzo is. We still haven't seen him, but we did have that ransom note that came in. So
yeah, and we followed up with emails that we got, but no response back. So I don't know.
He might be a goner. So
something about putting him through a wood chipper. We responded.
I know, but we couldn't meet their demands, I guess. So I don't know. Moving on from Lorenzo, so we have
Catalina
there you go. Now.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Catalina has been working her ass off.
Well, she's been picking away.
Her feet are red. She's been running around so much. It's crazy. It's crazy. I can't do it, Christopher Walken. Guys.
Don't stare at her. Guys, it's crazy. In L.A., I can't even do a Christopher Walken.
Need more cowbell. Okay, that's as good as I can get right there. All right.
Hey.
That's freaking great. Well, hey, top notch. All of you that took the time to call in.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Don't we have an applause button over there?
Yeah.
Or it's all screwed up. I got you working screens. Double time.
And I'm doing it all. So,
oh my God.
I know you want to kind of go. You had some Sierra Trek updates.
I do. So let's talk about Sierra Trek for those of you that are in California, near California, the West Coast.
That's right.
The left coast.
Members of Cal 4.
There's so Cal 4 Wheel is the association of all the 4-wheel drive clubs here in California. Well, this is their big event, and it is freaking awesome. So you heard us talk about this event before, talk about Meadow Lake.
Yep.
Last year, unfortunately, it got canceled. Thank you, freaking COVID.
Yep.
But anyways, it is back on and strong, and signups are already going strong. I just talked to Renee yesterday, who's one of the co-chairs, her and John. So I said, hey, August 12th through the 15th, 2021.
Right.
So you go up there, and yes, we talk about Fordyce Creek Trail. It's freaking my favorite trail and one of the hardest trails in California, other than some of the trails at the Hammers.
Yeah.
But there's all kinds of runs. There's something for everybody.
That's not the only trail.
Yeah. They've got SUV runs. They got that Outer Limits run, which our club ran for a couple years out there across the highway, Bear Valley Loop Trail, where John and Renee were just a couple weeks ago. And then they've also got, I think they're going to do some side-by-side stuff.
That's correct. Yeah.
If they can, I know they're working on some of the permits and stuff, but I know they were trying to work on that, but I'm looking here. I don't see any side-by-side stuff on the registration form at this moment. So I don't want to misspeak on that, but, they had the SUV historic trip, which is great. That's an overnight run. And then of course you got Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Fordyce runs, and there's a couple of river runs that they're doing. They're doing a Friday river run this year. They're doing a Saturday river run, which goes from main camp on down to the river. Obviously, water crossing 3, and then turn around. Then you head back up, which is you hit Winchell,
3, 4, 5.
3, 4, and 5. So you get a good chunk of the trail there,
right?
And then, the meals are included in camp, great meals, breakfast and dinners. And they're going to have, the vehicle show. They've already got vendors signed up. I mean, there's a lot of people that are excited, just 1, to get out, and 2, to get back up there and get to trek. So expecting a nice sold out crowd this year. So, I take that back. Here is ATV and UTV run Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Boom. There it is. So yeah, you can go to cal4wheel.com to sign up, and under the events page there, and look for Sierra Trek. And, I think it's $185 for the weekend, I should say, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Right.
So anyways, check it out. It's definitely worth it. It's a huge fundraiser for Cal 4-Wheel. So I don't know. You've been up there a lot. What do you have to say about it?
Oh, the event's great. I mean, last year was a big disappointment, obviously, but the trails. I'm not sure about taking my little Jeep on Fordyce anymore, but I think this year if I go up for actual trek, I'd like to maybe run the Bear Valley Trail. That'd be kind of fun. And
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I think my Jeep would do quite well out there on that trail.
Heck yeah.
But the crowds are awesome. The energy is incredible, and to seeing the rigs that come into Meadow Lake. They're mild to wild. I mean, there'll be buggies like yours, and then of course there'll be stock JLs and JKs with their latte machines in full swing.
Yeah, and there'll be some Willies. There's some guys that wheel that trail and stock Willies, with stock
no
Willies.
Roll bars, man. I mean,
yeah, with no roll cage. It's crazy, guys. Yeah, the band. They'll have a band Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
DJ.
They have a big ass raffle.
And then the raffle Saturday night. I guess I got voluntold to MC Saturday night, so we'll see about this.
You know how to say no, don't you?
I know. Well, that's fine. That's easy. I can just talk into the mic just like I'm doing now.
Right. You have a little practice doing that.
Yeah. So that'd be fun. And I did ask if we could set up a booth for Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey at the vendor show.
Do we have to pay?
So, of course we do. We're going to contribute to Cal 4-Wheel. So we'll have a booth set up there because we can't let Snail Trail have the only booth at Meadow Lake.
No. Of course
that's not right.
No.
So, all right. So check that out, cal4wheel.com. And it's /Sierra-Trek if you want to go directly to it. But you can go to the Cal 4-Wheel website, right. Google Cal 4-Wheel and events, and boom, there it is.
Yeah, and if you're going up there and you bring all your stuff in, make sure you bring all your stuff out too. Pack it in, pack it out, because there's no ground service.
Yes, that's a good reminder for anywhere you go this summer.
That's right.
In any state or country that you're in. How about that?
There you go. Pack your stuff out.
PSA.
Don't be that
the
guy.
The parts that fall off your Toyotas and Dodges, just pick them up and put them in a bag or the back of the truck or something. Haul it out.
We gotta have a Ram.
So I did an Amazon purchase last week.
Hashtag Jason money.
No, it was very affordable. It was under the recommendation from the Trail Chasers. I ordered a cot.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I want to give this a try.
You gonna strap it on your buggy next weekend?
Exactly. Yeah. Hopefully, get to use it. And check it out. I want to try. I've been threatening to do it for years. The air mattress thing, I've given up on. Yeah. I've had all different kinds. The ones that go down in the middle of the night to the foam filled ones. I just couldn't pull the trigger on getting one of those, $220 river rafting pads.
Those things are expensive as hell.
Yeah, they're waterproof. I mean, they're great, but they're heavy, they're bulky.
Yeah.
But man, they are comfortable.
Yeah.
So
Tom Walters had one of those.
Well, yeah, I borrowed one before just to try it, and I was like, that's really good. So eventually, if I hit the lottery or something or get Chris money, then I'll order one of those up. But for right now, that's so I ordered a cot. So we'll see.
How much was that?
It was like $56.
56.
Yeah.
All right.
So
send me the link for that.
Not bad.
I'll take a look at it.
That's like 2 air mattresses, or I mean, like one of the pads that I had was like $60-something bucks.
Yeah.
So and then I see where you put like the pad on top of the cot. So I don't know. We'll see.
Being space challenged with your buggy.
We'll see how overland we can get here. I'm gonna overland this shit up.
You bring in the refrigerator?
No scuttle though. I won't have a scuttle. No, I like the refrigerator thing. That works out perfect in the passenger seat of the Jeep. I don't know the buggy. No, there's no room for that. Plus, I roll the buggy over and I'd smash the cooler. So I'll just opt with the regular cooler.
There you go.
So we'll see about that. And then what else? Oh, so we're on Audible now and Pandora.
Well, Audible,
did you know that? Well, Audible's part of Prime.
Is there Pandora, and then what was the other one? Well, Spotify. Yeah, we're finally live on Pandora, which is great. And then what was the other one that was not Audacity? That's what we had it with.
Well, Audible is the one I found the other day. So that's where you from Amazon where you download books and stuff. And I checked, And I'm like, oh, let me do a search on Wheel and Wine and Whiskey, and boom, there we were. All episodes were boom right there.
Well, we're on all the major outlets now, so woohoo, winning. I mean, we're doing great. So I'm super stoked about that.
Pandora took forever to get approved or whatever.
I know that was
a huge vetting process or something going on there.
I don't know. There's
I don't know.
A bunch of chimpanzees staring at screens and screaming bloody murder. Who knows?
Yeah.
They throw feces on the screen and we get on, and if they don't throw feces on the screen, we're not on.
Wow.
I don't know how that works.
Really?
But, so yeah, we're on all the major outlets now: Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, so on and so forth.
Nice.
Pretty cool. So
well, yeah, awesome. I can't believe the the voicemails. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
And what's that number, Chris? Do you know off the top of your head? 408 800
5169.
That's it.
Wow.
5169. Lorenzo's birthday, May 1st, 69.
That's right. Hopefully we get him back someday soon.
408 800 5169.
5169.
So keep them coming because this is highly entertaining, and whoever wrote us the ransom note, we have responded, and we're waiting for a response back. So
that's right.
We have the demands in hand, ready to make the exchange.
That's right. You know what else we get?
The eagle has landed.
You know what else we keep getting? Things. You know what else we keep getting in the mail?
I don't know. What else?
Reviews.
Oh, we got a review?
We have a new
reviews to read?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, there we go. We're not giving away a winch like Snail Trail Boys, are we?
No, we're not. Not that I know of. I mean, if the Snail Trail Boys want to give us one of those compressors, we'd be happy to give it away. But
ooh, yeah, I saw a picture of those.
Throw that.
Can't wait to see that thing operate.
So yeah, be cool. Okay. So anyway, it's a 5-star review, so I'm sure he'd probably be DMing you for a sticker. Titled "Great Podcast." It's from J.L. Wheeling via Apple
J.L.
Podcasts.
Wheeling.
Yeah, J.L. So a latte machine, most likely. Hey guys, just want to say how much I love the podcast. Great material and topics. I love the bashing of the Snail Trail 4x4 boys. They are good sports. You guys got me hooked on Old Elk. Hope to see you guys on the trail. Regards.
Sorry.
Right. Regards. Aaron at JL Wheeling. So cool. Thanks a lot, Aaron.
Aaron. All right. Hey, thanks for the review. Aaron.
That's right. Very cool.
Aaron. Love that.
And then what else we got going on? I want to kind of go really quick look at, every once in a while we look at the geolocation to see where people are listening to us, because I like to look at the metrics occasionally, the analytics. And we got our buddies down in Australia and New Zealand still listening to us. Thanks so much.
Yeah. We're big down there now.
Well, apparently.
Thanks to Charles.
Or somebody.
And Ramp Customs there.
Aaron. Or Aaron. Yeah, Aaron.
Yeah. He spells it, the regular way or whatever.
With 2 R's instead of 2 A's.
Yeah.
We have listeners in Oman.
Where's that?
It's
don't they make generators?
No, Oman, not Onan.
Oh, it was Onan.
It's this is in the Saudi Arabia area, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Those Saudis are crazy. You see some of those YouTube videos where they're just like not even in the driver's seat and the car's going like 80 miles an hour and they're like hanging out the window and
yeah. I think everybody's got Lamborghinis. Everybody's got Lamborghinis and they take their Jalanda wagons out into the desert and do crazy shit. G-Wagons, right? Take their $200,000 Mercedes out there and flog on them. People here in the United States, they never even take them off road.
No.
Look at me.
No.
So
that's awesome.
So United Kingdom, of course. Brazil.
Ooh, Brazil.
More wheeling south of the equator there. That's cool.
I know a couple people from Brazil.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Rio de Janeiro.
That's right. Exactly. We should go there one day.
There you go. Yeah,
that's got to be a big party.
Yeah, really big snakes down in Brazil. I'm not sure I'd like to go there. I'm not a fan of snakes.
Anacondas?
Yeah, I don't like those.
Anaconda, don't want none.
Anything that's bigger than me or a bourbon, forget it.
Bourbon.
I'm out.
Yeah. No.
A 200-pound dog can get eaten by a snake. I'm out. So, of course, you have Canada, and then you've got the United States, of course. So, yeah.
Oh, Canada. All right. Well, hey, it's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Thanks for still listening. Sorry, this is not a live podcast, but a non-live podcast is better than live that you and I are together, but
nothing.
Better than nothing. Yeah, it's
thanks for nothing.
Crazy. Had a great weekend and came home to a shit show, but we're making it happen.
Yep.
And appreciate everybody, all the support. I'm still tardy on the gram. I am trying to get. I got to do a photo dump. I got some great freaking photos. So
you posted those. So
we'll try and put that on the agenda here to get done this week. So I don't have anything else. You got
we have
else?
one last little piece of business.
Boy.
One last little piece of business. The Johnny episode 100 giveaway. If you haven't if you're a patron and you haven't given me your size, your shirt size, you need to do it by the end of the month because I am pulling the plug.
That was
the last day of this
six episodes ago.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, we're going to send you a schmedium for sure now. And even if they do respond, you get a schmedium.
There you go. So yeah, respond as soon as possible. I am pulling the plug on this giveaway at the end of the month. Only a couple
people, right?
It's only a few, yeah.
Okay, well,
and they know who they are, so
they do.
Yep. So beyond that, if you want to get a hold of Jason or I, Chris or Jason at wheelingwineandwhiskey.com. Of course, Jason just mentioned the gram, Wheeling Wine and Whiskey. Be sure to go to our website, wheelingwineandwhiskey.com, and you can see all of our episodes there. You can go to our merchandise page from there. Father's Day is coming up, so you're going to want to buy your father or your dad some stuff.
Oh, that would make a great Father's Day gift.
Hell yeah.
Some Wheeling Wine and Whiskey swag.
Heck yeah. Nothing says I love you like a hoodie.
And I finalized our order today for the Ultra Mega Koozie.
Sweet.
So those the order has been placed, and so hopefully we'll have those soon. Those are great. Tyler's been showing those. He has a sample as well that Johnny sent him, Dirtbag John.
Yep.
And he had 5 freaking cans stacked on the back of his rig.
Wow.
And it was on the hatchback of his Toyota there.
They worked through
there's not much metal on those Toyotas, so
they worked through the Bondo, huh?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, or that Japanese steel isn't very magnetic, I didn't think, but apparently the koozie held, and then he had like a full monster in it on the side door, so wheeling. So these things are legit.
Sweet.
They're little, they're about $1 more, so they're
I would include
cost-wise.
A crowbar with them, right?
What?
I had to include a crowbar with them.
Exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be a little more money for these things, but this is what I wanted. This is what I had envisioned when we first started talking about this with Johnny. So look forward to that.
Sweet. So
coming your way.
So there you go. On that
all right.
note,
Well, that's all I got.
All right.
You got anything else?
Nope.
All right.
We're out.